You know who's also a bitch?
Who?
Well, I shouldn't say who of more of they. Naughty Dog. Um,
Yeah, this is the rant Austin was gonna go on last time, but fucking we had so much fuck shit.
yeah.
So yeah, um, as if The Last of Us 2 remaster wasn't bad enough, well, Naughty Dog went and did it again,
And
but worse.
the only reason they did this, the only fucking reason they fucking did this was because of goddamn The Last of Us Season 2, which, by the way, I've heard sucks, by the way. I told you so! Fuckers. Dude, nah, because everybody was saying, "Oh, The Last of Us 2 story is so revolutionary and amazing, and it's gonna go great in fucking live action." And then first 3 episodes come out, everybody says, "Oh, this is fucking ass." No, duh, bro. Like
Oh my
I've been saying this
god.
for years. The Last of Us Part 2 fucking sucks, dick, bro. I don't know why people don't listen to me, bro. I don't know why people don't fucking listen to me. I don't care that I won Game of the Year, okay? That was a shit year anyway. It was 2020. Fuck you. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, fucking The Last of Us Complete, which is a remaster of The Last of Us Part 1 and The Last of Us Part 2. How much could you really actually sit there and advance the visuals? I don't think you can advance them anymore, Naughty Dog. What the fuck are you doing? Are you putting fucking pubic hairs on Joel? What the fuck you doing? What are we remastering, bro?
The fact that it's on pre-order right now. The
It's
pre-order
on
is
pre-order.
yep, it's
It's
on
not even
pre-order
out,
right now.
bro.
Nope, it's $109 and
You're
99
joking.
cents. I'm on the actual PlayStation
When
website.
when when does it release?
I'm not sure. It says pre-order and then it says currently unavailable. Okay, let me look on the actual PlayStation Store on my PS5. Maybe that'll
Yeah,
say.
look,
All right, damn.
like I just I don't want pre-order. I
The Last of Us complete. It's 99.99 on the actual PlayStation Store. Oh my god!
what?
It's 173 gigabytes. Holy
Oh,
shit! Okay, it says I can buy it on the PlayStation Store, so I don't know why on the PlayStation website it says it's for pre-order. Oh, I think that might be for the physical one that's on pre-order, actually.
fucking bro.
The physical one costs like $10 more.
Devin, I could legit go to Walmart right now, pick up The Last of Us remastered for like $10, and pick up The Last of Us Part 2 for
Oh
fucking
my god.
goddamn legitimately
Austin,
20.
it's offline play only. And apparently it says it's PS5 Pro enhanced. Oh, it says the controller has vibration function and trigger effect.
Bro, who gives a flying fuck, bro? Like what are you
Oh my
doing, Naughty
god.
Dog?
It has accessibility features. Do you want to know what the accessibility features are? I've never seen any other game have this. So there's categories. So there's visuals, clear text, menu and heads up display text is presented in a way that is easier to read. What the fuck?
What, bro?
Large text, menu and heads up display is presented in a larger font size to make it easier to read.
Okay.
Color alternatives. You don't need to rely on understanding color to play the game. or important colors can be changed to make them easier to tell apart. High contrast visuals. Characters, enemies, items, and interactive objects are easier to see against the environment.
All right, bro.
Visual comfort advanced. You can play without camera movements and effects during gameplay and cinematics that might result in
Wait.
visual discomfort.
Wait. Okay. Most of these accessibility features I understand, but play to where you can't move the camera? What?
Apparently,
What?
moving the camera for some people causes visual discomfort, I guess.
What? You have you have to move the camera to play the game.
Oh my god,
How?
Austin, and you can play the game with a dot in the center of the screen to help with visual comfort. Jesus
What?
Christ.
What does that help? How does that help with visual? It's a big ass fucking dot in the middle of the screen. What? That accessibility feature doesn't make sense. I understand the colors because people who are colorblind. Okay, I understand maybe some of the fucking subtitles being changed to different colors or clearer subtitles, what have you. Okay, whatever. But why a dot? What does that do? Am I
I
just
don't know.
am
They
I
add a
just
dot to the screen, another $100. It'll be $100 for a dot on your screen.
like I just
Apparently, there's audio cue alternatives. It says audio information is also communicated visually or through controller vibration.
okay, well that makes sense. That I could understand that accessibility feature.
Directional audio indicators. Additional visual information helps to show where sounds are coming from. Now we move
Okay.
on to the audio category. Volume controls. You can turn down and mute individual audio volume.
Wait, wait. I understand turning it down to where it's not so loud, but full on mute it? What?
Mm-hmm.
So you can just mute somebody's dialogue.
Yep.
You know, that actually might be helpful. I don't fucking like hearing Abby in the story, so that actually might be helpful.
There's a mono audio. You can set the audio output to be the same from each speaker. And then there's
Okay.
3D audio. You can set the audio output so that sounds can be heard from all around you. Screen reader.
Okay, that
The,
makes
sc-
sense. That makes
the
sense.
screen reader will fully communicate contextual text and visual information essential to gameplay.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Visual cue alternatives. Visual information is also communicated through audio or controller vibration. Then
Okay.
there's subtitles.
Yeah, that makes sense as well.
Clear subtitles. Subtitles are presented in a way that helps to make them easier to read. And then there's large subtitles.
Like I said, that's
And
that's
then
fine.
what controls controller mapping? You can fully customize the in-game controls.
No, okay, now hang on. Why?
It gets worse.
That's just an extra step that you don't need to do. The control Devin, I know you've played The Last of Us. The controls are
Mm-hmm.
pretty fucking simple. I don't understand how like would you say from the little you've played, are the controls confusing to you?
Fucking. I mean, no.
Like they're simple as fuck. So I don't understand why you need a whole like you customize controls. Like what the
Awesome. These get stupider as I go down the list.
oh my god, great.
Adjustable stick sensitivity. Uh,
What?
some stick sensitivity options are provided. And then there's adjustable stick inversion. Some options to invert sticks are provided.
Invert
There's where
them?
here's where it
What? That
starts
makes
getting
it harder to play
stupid.
the game.
Oh, you want to talk about harder to play the game? Listen to these ones. Playable without button holds. You can play the game and navigate menus without holding down buttons.
Okay, well that makes sense in the way of like if somebody didn't have fingers or whatever, but I that
Also, the
that's
next
not
one.
like okay.
Playable without rapid button presses. You can play the game and navigate menus without needing to press buttons rapidly or within a time limit. So
Okay, this
no,
is
you
getting
can turn
ridiculous
button
now.
mashing off.
This
It's
is getting
worse.
this is getting ridiculous now.
Playable without simultaneous presses. You can play the game and navigate menus without pressing or holding down multiple buttons at the same time.
Like I said, that only really helps for like if amputees want to play the game. Like I don't that's like the
Play,
only thing that helps that.
Playable without motion controls. You can play the game without needing to use motion controls.
Wait. What motion controls are in this game? I
I
never
don't
used
know.
motion controls. Is the
It's
only
worse.
thing that I can think of that's motion control is the fucking batteries to the flashlight because you would have to like flip the controller up, but that's like
Oh,
it. That's all the fucking motion is. Why would you
Austin, this
turn it
one's
on? It's just
worse.
one flick, bro. Like
Austin, get this one. Playable without touch controls. You can play the game without needing to use touch-based controls. It's not a mobile game. Why the fuck would you need touch controls?
the only thing I can think of that makes sense with that is the touchpad, like the middle button, bro. That's the only thing, but you barely use that in the game. So why would you even have that as an option, bro? You barely use it.
And also playable without controller vibration. You can play the game without turning on controller vibration.
Why? What does that matter? It's controller vibration. It's like fucking. That's like a
Oh
consistent
my
in every fucking
god.
controller.
Now there's a section called gameplay. This is the last section.
Okay, hang on.
Uh,
I gotta save a clip before we fucking talk about this, dude. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
so in the
Please.
gameplay section we have adjustable difficulty. You can customize the level of challenge or activate a range of assists individually to help you play the
Assists.
game.
Assists, bro.
Then there's skippable puzzles. You can bypass individual puzzles or sequences. So
So
you
you're just.
can just decide not to play parts of the game.
What the fuck, bro? What is the point of that?
Oh, you think puzzles are too hard? Listen to this. Simplified QuickTime events. You can reduce the level of challenge for QuickTime events.
Bro, who is that for? Fucking toddlers?
I
And
don't
what
know.
toddler is playing this game? It's in for mature, bro. I it's a game that has multiple cases of murder and death. Like who okay.
Then there's game speed. You can reduce the overall speed of the game to slow down gameplay.
Why it's already slow gameplay. It's all I mean, shit. You can look at my playthrough. It took 3 years. It's slow ass gameplay, dog. Like I
Yeah. Control reminders. You can review the game controls at any time.
that's an accessibility feature now,
Yep.
brother.
And
Every game has a menu where you can look at the controls. That's not a feature, Naughty Dog.
well, apparently this is a feature. Tutorial reminders. You can review the gameplay tutorial at any time.
Again, that's like
Oh,
in
that's
every game.
stupid.
That's not a feature. That's like in
Austin,
every fucking game.
Austin, look at this groundbreaking feature for $100. Game pausing. You can pause the game at any time.
Am I a joke
What a
to you,
fucking
Naughty Dog?
feature!
Am I a joke to you, Naughty Dog? Like, is that what we're doing here? Is this just a game to you? Is this just a game to you?
Austin
Like,
fucking saving. You can create and save points and save the game at any time. Oh
dude,
my god! And that's all the fucking accessibility features.
how is that an accessibility feature?
I don't know.
Accessibility features are supposed to be for people with disabilities. Why the fuck is saving the game an accessibility feature?
Oh
Like,
god. I
what?
like how I like how it only just came out and it's already rated 4.6 out of 5 stars.
I just
All right, Austin, it has a description here if you'd like me to
oh,
read it.
great. I know you're going to. It's not like I have a choice in the
So,
matter.
it says The Last of Us Complete Edition includes The Last of Us Part 1 and The Last of Us Part 2 remastered. It says go back to the beginning and experience the award-winning games that inspired the TV show. As the
Naughty
definitive
Dog.
editions of these two
Stop.
iconic titles.
Stop.
Okay.
We've been back to the beginning several fucking times. Naughty
Isn't this
Dog.
the third remaster of the first game?
Oh, let's see. The first game came out on the PS3. It got
Hmm.
remastered on the PS4. It's fine. Cool. Then it got remastered on the PS5. So no, this is the fourth one.
And this is the second well, because The Last of Us 2 came out and then it got remastered and now it's getting remastered again. So this is the third Last of Us 2.
Like I kinda with a smidgen of fucking understanding, kind of get re-enhancing fucking The Last of Us Part 1 if it was like at a fucking lower price than $70, you know? But my thing is, and I gotta stress this enough. Why the fuck has there been two remasters of The Last of Us Part 2, which came out not even 5 years ago?
Because
Like,
they had to enhance it for the PS5 Pro.
it came out in 2020, dude. How much do they have to enhance?
I don't know.
I could give them a
Apparently
little
a
bit of
lot.
a. If it was a fucking slashed price, I could give them a little bit of fucking understanding for part one because that came out. The first game came out in 2013, and the first remaster came out in 2014. Okay, I get it. Whatever. But 2020 is when The Last of Us Part 2 came out. 20 fucking 20. Not even half a decade ago. Like I don't understand, bro. That's
Well,
like
continue.
no,
Oh, go
Devin,
ahead.
that's fucking like if goddamn they sat there, made Borderlands 4 this year, right? And then
Hmm.
2 years later, they make a remaster of Borderlands 4. And then 6 months later, they make another remaster of Borderlands 4 and put it in a bundle with more remasters of the other Borderlands games and make it like $200. Like I don't understand what the problem is here. I don't.
I don't know. They just want money, Austin. That's what they want. Fucking, but Continuing here, it says, as the definitive editions of these two iconic titles are brought back together for the first time in one complete collection. Whether this is your first time stepping into the world of The Last of Us, or you're returning to the series since playing on PS4 or PS3, enjoy a host of game-changing graphical and gameplay improvements made possible by the PlayStation 5 console, along with additional content released in Part 1 and Part 2 remastered.
I'm gonna need you to say that one more time.
Enjoy a host of game-changing graphical and gameplay improvements made possible by the PS5 console, along with additional content released in Part 1 and Part 2 remastered.
So what is this additional content? Please tell me. Is it new content? Is it new
Oh, it
content?
lists it.
Oh, please
Fucking.
tell me. Tell me what
Oh,
this content is.
I'll get to it in a minute. I got a couple more paragraphs to read before it gets
Okay.
to that.
Okay.
Delve deeper into the world. Discover all the rich details that make the world feel alive, like character backstories and details about various factions through small moments of dialogue, hidden collectibles, and more.
See,
Adjust the difficulty.
hang on.
Choose what?
I can understand this hype for the first game. But again, the second game is so dog shit that
Well, they
nobody
act like it's the
cares.
greatest fucking game the way they talk about it.
Devin, when I tell you, bro, when we get to The Last of Us Part 2 eventually, I'm going to be in so much anguish because that game, no, you don't understand. That game is so dog shit. And it's harder than the first game, just so you know. It's harder.
Oh my god.
And everybody says it's dog shit. I've seen playthroughs where I know it's dog shit, bro.
Adjust the difficulty. Choose from preset difficulty modes so you can experience the full story of The Last of Us with a level of challenge that's right for you. Here's the section I think you'll like, Austin. Enhanced by the PS5. Part 1 is rebuilt from the ground up with advanced visual fidelity, while Part 2 remastered has increased texture resolution, increased level of detail distances, improved shadow quality, and animation sampling rate. Both games make full use of the DualSense wireless controller to
Bro,
make weapons feel distinct and convey an increased sense of presence in your surroundings.
bro,
So apparently they somehow increased the textures and draw distance and shadows, and that's all they did. And apparently they rebuilt the first game from the ground up, which I find that hard to believe.
is the Left Behind DLC even included in the first game? Did they even list that?
Yep.
Okay, at least you get
So
that. That's a plus.
so here's the additional content. So additional content for part 1, you get the Left Behind prequel chapter, and you
Okay,
get character and weapon skins unlocked through gameplay challenges, and that's it. And then
wow.
additional content for Part 2 remastered, you get the Lost Levels early development versions of 3 levels.
Oh, god damn it, bro. I remember that. I remember when they announced that. That's a slap in the face too, Naughty Dog. That fucking the first game has a whole fucking prequel DLC, and the
Hmm.
second game just has early access levels. Like, dog, how? Like, why? Why do you guys slap us in the face like that? Like, I don't understand.
Austin, they also have this additional content. You get developer commentary.
Why? Why?
Then you get guitar free play mode.
What?
Guitar free play mode is what it says.
So the little mini game you play at the start of the game, you get a free play version of that.
I guess. And then finally, you get character and weapon skins unlocked through gameplay challenges, including Jordan A. Munn's jacket skin for Ellie from Naughty Dog's next title, Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet.
$100, folks. $100. 110 if you want it physically, motherfuckers.
Yep,
Bro,
just
come
like
on.
Austin.
Nah, bro. Nah. I already have the two games physically on PS4. I'm not buying them again.
Well, Austin,
Especially part 2. I am not buying that a second time.
you also get something called No Return, a roguelike survival mode.
Wow. Why don't you
Says,
bring back no? Why don't you bring back the online multiplayer mode that was in the fucking first game? Why don't you bring that back?
oh, it's offline only, Austin.
I know. I know. I don't care about a survival goddamn mode. I'm already surviving the fucking atrocity of the second game. Bring back the multiplayer mode. Oh wait, you won't because you canceled the multiplayer game and I'm pretty sure you're canceling the fucking third part because Naughty Dog, you're bitches. All you care about is fucking goddamn remasters. I'm sick and tired of remaster. Fucking you need to remaster your whole fucking company. How about that? Because I don't know what the fuck you're goddamn doing. I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing Last of Us remastered. I want something new for fuck's sake. For fuck's
Well,
sake, bro.
Austin, their next title is Intergalactic: The
And
Heretic
nobody
Prophet.
cares, bro. Have you seen the trailer for that game? It looks
No.
dog shit, bro. Nobody gives a flying fuck, dude. It looks like the
Oh
same
my god.
fucking shit they've been putting out for years, bro. Something new, please. God damn
Oh my.
it. And this isn't just a
Austin.
Naughty Dog problem, it's a Sony problem. Because why the fuck are we fucking remastering Days Gone?
Oh my god. Well, Austin, it says survive as long as you can in each run as you choose your path through a series of randomized encounters. And then there's a update section. It says in the first major update since No Return launched, unlock characters Bill and Marlene, take on 4 new maps, and earn trophies.
Yeah, unlock a character that's already in the story. Great, bro. Like, fuck if I care, dude.
You know what's funny is I'm looking on the PlayStation Store and then the recommended is fucking. So there is a Borderlands collection
Oh my
that
god.
has Borderlands 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3, and it came out in 2023. It's $150,
You know,
and there's also a fucking Resident Evil remake trilogy, and that one's
uh,
actually only $49, and it came out last year
yeah,
for
that
Resident
that
Evil 2, 3,
see,
and 4, I think.
Konami actually knows what the fuck they're doing. What the fuck are you
Oh,
doing, Naughty Dog?
Jesus Christ. They have one, wow, they have a Resident Evil triple pack, which is Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 for $12. And then they have Resident
Take
Evil
notes.
fucking 7 and Resident Evil 7 and 8, and it's $80.
Still, take notes.
And
Take
then they
notes,
have
dude.
Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 for $30.
Those are decent prices for all these games.
Spyro Reignited Trilogy 13.99.
Bro, you could legit take Spyro, Resident Evil Revelations, the other fucking one that's 12.99 and whatever, and still not pay as much as fucking The Last of Us complete. Like I that's a problem, bro.
But you can get the Mega Man collection with all the old Mega Man games for $20.
And you see why I'm so frustrated now. You see why I'm so frustrated. Because why the fuck?
Oh, there's even a Puppet Combo collection where you get Stay Out of the House, Lakeview Cabin, and oh wait, so you get Stay Out of the House, Lakeview Cabin, The Glass Staircase, and Rewind or Die. And you get
Like,
4 games for $30.
Devin, honestly, I need to ask you, what would you rather do? Would you rather get The Last of Us complete, or would you rather go to Walmart right now and pick up The Last of Us remastered and The Last of Us Part 2 for a solid $30 physically for PS4? Because you could do that right now.
I mean, fucking. I mean, I do the cheaper option, obviously, but
But
fucking
if you had the money to get the enhanced visuals, would you do that?
no, I don't give a shit about enhanced visuals.
Nobody does,
Naughty
except
Dog
these
does.
fucking sheep. Because you know what? I have to fucking call out all these YouTubers because
Oh my
everybody
god.
no, because every time these come out, they play it. Whether it's Nova, whether it's Charlie, whether it's
Oh
Muda,
my
whether it's
god.
anybody, bro. They always play it and give them the money. This is why we have so many remasters. There's no point. It's the same games, bro.
Oh my god. So I'm looking on the PlayStation website. They have other Last of Us shit on here. Austin, they have a The Last of Us Ellie bust on pre-order for $150, and then they have a Joel bust for another $150. And then they have the Last of Us Part 2 notebook set, which comes with fucking 2 notebooks, a pen, a pencil, and stickers. $100. I'm not even joking. Oh, and a
Really,
guitar pick.
really, Sony. What are we doing, Sony? Like
Oh god. He said, "What are we doing?"
I
Oh, Austin,
just
there's a The Last of Us Part 2 unisex pullover sweatshirt. $79 for a Last of Us 2 sweatshirt.
see the problem with this, Devin, and I don't know if you have understood the reason why they're doing this because I have finally understood
What?
the reason why they keep remastering it is because of the show
Money.
because they think no, it's because of the show because they think if they sit there and remaster it and a new season comes out, like they did the same thing for like season one. All right, that's when part one came out. Is when season one came out. They're
Mm-hmm.
doing this as a tactical thing to get more money because they know that other people who haven't played the games are gonna watch the show and fucking then they're gonna buy the new game because they're not gonna buy the cheaper one because they're gonna buy the one that just came out. You know, this is the problem. This is the problem. Naughty Dog. has now fucking got two franchises that have adaptations because of Sony. That is Uncharted, and that is The Last of Us. They ain't doing fuck all with Uncharted because they know the big moneymaker is The Last of Us. This is their problem. This is the problem. And everybody's buying into it. Whether it's new viewers of the show or old fucking like longtime gamers. And it's a problem. I don't understand why nobody sees the problem with this.
Oh, so apparently there's a collector's edition of The Last of Us Complete, and it's like $150.
What does it
And
give you?
all you get is a steelbook case for the games. You get The Last of Us American Dreams comics issue number 1 through 4. You get a set of 4 lithographic art prints,
Art
and then
prints.
finally you get a thank you letter from Neil Druckmann.
If
The
you could see
silence.
my face right now.
Oh
Bro,
my
you
god.
know, the first couple things that you said there was like textbook fucking whatever, but a thank you letter. Really, Neil?
Yep.
Really, Neil? You want to suck your own dick that much that you fucking sat there? No, no, no. Because here's the thing. As much as people think, I love the first game. I I I've always praised the first game. It is an amazing fucking game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. But then you took a shit on it with part two. And I don't even want to hear because here's the thing. I don't the reason I don't like part two isn't because of some of the people, because a lot of people want to blame it on, oh, it's a girl protagonist, whatever. I don't care, bro. I like Ellie as a protagonist. What I don't like is Abby because she sucks dick, bro. And we're supposed to feel bad for the person who killed Joel. Like, why would I feel bad? It makes sense that Joel died. I'm not mad that Joel died, okay? It just, you're not going to sit there and have this revenge story and sit there and have Ellie look like the asshole the entire, because this is what they do in the game. They make, they phrase it as, oh, Joel's dead, Ellie's about to get revenge. And then halfway through the thing, they give Abby's backstory and they're like, oh, but feel bad for Abby because she was so neglected as a child and all this shit, and she had a bad relationship and all this shit, bro. And they make you want to feel bad for her, but you don't because she's not good. She's not written well. Like, I just, I don't like the story because it's not fucking written well. It's written terribly. And then Neil Druckmann is going to sit there and give a thank you for buying a collector's edition of the 15th remaster he's made in the past 2
Mm-hmm.
years.
Yep.
Fuck you. Fuck you. No, genuinely, fuck.
Fuck you.
Not because it's a spit in the face. It is a spit in the face to the fans of the first game. Like, it really is. Like, that's like, Devin, that's like if for because you what's one of your favorite games? Just tell me what like your absolute favorite game that has a sequel.
um,
That has a sequel.
I mean, fucking. I mean, I guess one that would count would be fucking Psychonauts because they made Psychonauts 2 not too long ago.
Okay, so that's like if Psychonauts, great game, you love the first game, whatever, and then Psychonauts 2 comes out, and it's complete dog shit, written terrible, and then they fucking just take a shit on the whole game. Everybody praises it like it's a godsend, even though it's terrible. And then they remaster the first game 20 times, and then they remaster the second game a year after it came out another 20 times. And then the fucking director of the game puts out a collector's edition and says, "Thank you for buying my collector's edition." And it's like $300. Tell me how you would feel, because that's how I feel right now.
I mean, that would be a fucking like. I would just be like, so I'm spending all this money and all I get is a fucking thank you letter. Like, fucking. I mean, thankfully, I'm surprised they haven't remastered the original Psychonauts, but fucking. Uh, I mean, that would be fucking stupid if they just like sat there and remastered the fucking Psychonauts 2 like 5 times and then sat there and they were like, oh, fucking the Psychonauts Complete Edition with Psychonauts and Psychonauts 2, and it'd be like 100 and whatever dollars just for the games that I already have, and oh, we slightly improved the fucking visuals and draw distance and shadows, and oh, you get
Like,
all the DLC and a fucking thank you letter.
I'm not even mad at this point. I'm just annoyed. Like, all I want was maybe a new game. That's all I really kind of want. And
Well, they
maybe like a
were
bet.
working on a new game and then they canceled it.
I know. I would like a new game with a better story, because
Well, also, they are making a new game.
not that one, bro. I and their new game that they're making now. I know they're trying. I know there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, female protagonist." That's why everybody. No, it looks boring. It doesn't intrigue me. Like, the thing is with The Last of Us is the reason why it was such an intriguing and great game is because it was a unique spin on a zombie outbreak game at a time where it was such a fucking drought because The Walking Dead was out at the time, that it was genuinely dead. No pun intended. Like, that is the reason why The Last of Us is such a fucking good game, because it takes those tropes and uses it in a way that makes it intriguing. The Last of Us Part 2 is complete fucking dog shit, and the fact that we have remastered it 10 fucking times and all we get for a collector's edition is a thank you from the director, fuck you. I'm done talking about it. I'm done. Like, I swear to
Oh,
God.
also, I saw apparently the Last of Us TV show has been renewed for a season 3,
Well, I already know that because
and
see what
apparently
they're.
they're already planning on making a season 4 as well.
I don't know what they would do for a season 4 unless they plan on dragging, because I already know they're dragging out season, like, part 2 into 2 seasons. I already know that. They already confirmed that. But if they're gonna drag it out into 3 seasons, that's fucking ridiculous. And it
Let
makes
me
me not want to
see.
watch the show. Like, it really does. Like, how could you cover such a good fucking game in 1 season, but then you're gonna cover the worst game in 3 seasons? How does that make sense to you, Devin?
It says Last of Us season 3 is officially confirmed and is in development. Uh, Fucking season 3 will continue adapting the story of The Last of Us Part 2 game, picking up where season 2 left off. The showrunners have indicated that the story of Part 2 may require a fourth season to fully adapt it.
Why though?
Apparently, season 3 is expected to begin filming as early as summer 2025. Um,
Oh, dude, like if
Filming may continue through 2026, pushing the potential release date into 2027.
the thing is, like, I don't see why they would need to make a fourth season because you're already kind of stretching my belief with two seasons of one game. Like
Austin, it
I
says here, season 3 will likely delve deeper into the complex and morally ambiguous narrative of part 2, including the introduction of new characters like Abby. The season may explore
uh
themes of revenge, violence, and the cyclical nature of conflict. It says Last of Us Season 3 is highly anticipated and promises to continue the captivating and emotional journey of Joel and Ellie in a post-apocalyptic world. While an official release date is not yet announced, another thrilling and thought-provoking season can be expected by 2027. Fucking.
the thing is, I know when it eventually all comes out, I'm gonna have to review it, but
Mm-hmm.
I just I don't know, man. Like the way it's looking, I really don't want to. Like uh man. And now I'm just afraid.
I looked up Last of Us Season 4. It says, while a fourth season of HBO's The Last of Us hasn't officially been confirmed, there is a strong possibility that it will happen. Season 3 is confirmed and will be significantly larger than the first two seasons. Showrunners Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann have indicated that Season 3 will be in larger scope than Season 2. Season 3 is expected to continue adapting the events of The Last of Us Part 2 game. Season 4 is likely due to the scope of the story. The creators have suggested that the story of The Last of Us 2 may require 4 seasons to fully tell.
What?
Craig Mazin Craig Mazin stated that the remaining story cannot be told in just one more season after season 2. He also mentioned the intention to explore interesting pathways. While the fourth season is being considered, there's no official green light yet. Um, H HBO mentioned that it's looking like 4 seasons. The story will likely be adapted uh, from the games, just obviously fucking. Though yet not officially announced, a fourth season of Last of Us is a strong possibility given the scope of the source material and the creators' comments. So apparently, the creator said that the full thing cannot be told in just one season after season 2. So
That's honestly just disappointing because now I just know there's not going to be a third game, and that's got to be why
oh,
or
let me
something.
look it up.
I
Will there be a Last of Us 3? It is difficult to say whether there will be a Last of Us Part 3 as it hasn't officially been confirmed. Neil Druckmann's statements. Neil Druckmann, the writer and director of the first two games, has suggested the possibility of one more chapter to the story and has a concept for a third game that he finds exciting. Naughty Dog's past. Naughty Dog, the developer, has a history of creating sequels to successful games. Franchise popularity. The Last of Us is a popular and critically acclaimed franchise, both as a video game and TV series. Uncertainties, lack of official confirmation. Naughty Dog has not officially announced or confirmed that The Last of Us Part 3 is in development. Naughty Dog is currently working on a new IP called Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, which is expected to be released in 2027. Druckmann
Bro,
has
that's not
stated
getting
that
released until 2027.
I guess not. Uh,
Oh,
Druckmann has stated that a third game would depend on whether the developers find a story they're passionate about and if the stars align. Jesus Christ. So,
I don't know. I just don't. I don't think there's a point to it all, dude. As you can see, I'm really fucking disappointed because like I said, the first Last of Us game, I've been disappointed for like since 2020. Like
mhm,
legitimately, the first game is one of my favorite games of all time, and the fact that like the series has gone this way,
mhm,
just it's really upsetting. Like it's really upsetting. And I remember being so fucking hyped for fucking the show because I found out the show was like being produced all the way back in 2020, in March of 2020, before the second game came out. I found this out. So safe to say I was hyped, and now I don't know what to think anymore, honestly.
well,
Fucking
who needs to think when you can just spend $110 on two games that have already been remastered several times?
ridiculous, bro.